On the Edit menu screen, there is breakfast at the top, lunch in the middle in a different color, and dinner at the bottom. You will see categories. There are entrees, breakfast sides, fruits and vegetables, and so on. And you can have multiple entries for any category. In this example you're seeing, there's 2 entrees for breakfast and lunch and dinner. You could have just 1 entree for everything, or you could have 3 entrees and 2 starters and 3 vegetables. It's up to you. Just let us know how much you need, how many entries that you might need. To edit the menu, you will see a down arrow to the right of every recipe. An example of this is on Tuesday. We can go to lunch and click on the down arrow, and it'll pop open the default recipe, and we can look at it and just keep it and say that's what I like. If that doesn't work for you, there are nutritionally equivalent alternatives listed below, and you can hover over each one of these, and these recipes will pop open, and you can select something different. You also, when you click on the down arrow, will see serving size price, so that you know that the Swedish meatballs is going to be less expensive than the turkey here. These are national averages. It might be higher or lower than what you see, but it will give you a gut feel as you do your editing, and it'll subtotal breakfast, lunch, and dinner and give you a price per resident per day. As you hover over each one of these recipes, you'll also have a choice of substitutes, and it's within the recipe. You click on the substitute list, and again you can hover over any one of these and click on it, and that'll be your choice. On a dietitian approved menu, sometimes you're going to see the word no option, and sometimes you won't. Sometimes you'll see a search bar and sometimes you won't. And that's because the dietitian approved menu is going to make sure that whatever options you pick, it'll be valid for that signature for the week. So an example of that is when I go to the second entree, there's the word no option. So if you don't want a second entree to say no option, it won't show up on your menu. Or you can search the database and do whatever you want. If you don't like any of those choices or the substitutes, I can type whatever I want. Maybe I'd like to have a steak. And in that search bar, you can type whatever you want. Again, it'll search the database for all the recipes that have that name in its title. And you can hover over the recipes and look at them and pick that or a substitute and click on it, and that'll be your choice. Now all your recipes here are going to scale to the resident count of 60, and that's what's in the top middle of your screen. I can change that number to whatever I want. If I'm serving 75, I could put 75, and it's going to scale all the recipes to 75. You'll see that number in the box to the right of each recipe. If I'm serving 2 entrees, I might want to change the production number so I'm not serving too much. Maybe this first entree I'm going to serve 40 people, and this one I'm just going to do 20. You can do the production numbers to whatever you want, and it'll scale at the recipe level as well. One other thing you can do on the edit the menu is do a special event. And on a dietitian approved menu, you can do 2 special events in a 30-day period. After the 30-day, that special event will expire and you can pick another one. You can start the special event by clicking on the box, and it will pop open a notice here to tell you this is your first one, and you'll be good for 30 days, and you can say that's okay. And then you can select different types of special events. We have done some themes, and these are themes for Christmas or New Year's Day or St. Patrick's Day, and you can load them in for that particular day. So let's do, perhaps we want to do Oktoberfest. And when I load in that theme, when I edit my menu, you will see an area that will have recipes just for that theme. So in this case, there's the juicy roasted chicken or the German braised sausage. You could pick one of those or one of these as well. So as you go look at each one of the categories, it will have a theme behind it to select if you'd like. We also can do custom themes. And a custom thing is just do the down arrow, pick whatever you want. You could search the database. You can pick one of these options here. It's up to you what you do, and it'll remember what you do. The last thing that you can do, or special event, is an override. Override is you can type whatever you want. It has a title here and a description, but it won't include any pricing or on your shopping list. It won't do any recipes. It's just going to show whatever you're going to do. So maybe you're going to have a pizza night for your residents, and you can just say pizza. You could type in whatever description you want for that particular special event. And then when I click on menus in the upper left-hand corner, I can see what my special event is.